Hi guys, and welcome back to some more Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments. So we're going to stage a reconstruction. So we need to find Watson. That's Lestrade's office, which we know is locked. Watson is probably back at the house, because there's a morgue. Or maybe he's out here waiting for us. That would be nice. Watson. Hey policeman. Can I go up there?
Mr. Holmes?
No. I think we worked that out last time though, so I'm not really surprised. Okay, I guess we're heading home. To Baker Street. 221B Baker Street. Open deduction. Can we make any deductions at the moment? Task experiment required. Break-in attempts were made in order to recover the notebook that had been lying in a pool of the victim's blood. This proves the guilt of the person who made these attempts. And we knew this. We need to find out whether an unskilled and untrained man could use a harpoon well enough to kill by fully piercing a body. I don't think there's any deductions we can make at the moment. I remember doing that the last time. It's been a couple of days since I've recorded, which is why I wanted to look over my notes and deductions again. I do like that you can do that during the load times there, actually. That does help quite a bit. Now, Watson, my friend. The dog! Toby!
Brave Toby. The best nose in the British Empire.
Oh my god, Toby. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Alright, hi Watson. Yeah, that's what you get if you're my friend. It's like, dog! Oh, hi friend. Alright.
A spot of whaling, Watson. Would you care to take part?
Are you serious?
No, but we do need to clarify what happened on the night of Black Peter's murder.
A reenactment, then? Is something bothering you?
The sailor's knife, Watson. Why was it on the floor?
Peter Carey attempted to defend himself?
It is possible, but if that is the case, then it alters many things.
I don't quite follow you.
Tell me, my friend, what is the animal closest to man, morphologically, I mean?
Ah, I see what you're getting at, Holmes. You asked me that once before. On the Ripper case, I believe. Do you want to slit some more pigs' throats?
No.
Thank goodness for that.
I wish to impale one with a harpoon.
Wonderful.
Watson, let us pay a visit to our butcher friend in Whitechapel. We require the carcass of a well-fed pig.
And the harpoon?
One of the harpoons on the wall of Black Peter's cabin should do quite nicely.
Oh man, I am so excited to do this. Let's look at the telescope. Hello. That was awkward. Alright, I guess we are going to go ahead and do this experiment because I've looked around here. Is that new? Have I looked at that? Sheet music. Okay. So we'll go to the butcher and get
I
ourselves...
need to take a harpoon with me.
Alright, well then I guess we'll go to the crime scene, which is Woodman's Lee. Get a harpoon and then we'll get the pig. A little bit fussy, my friend, at what order you're going to get a pig and a harpoon. I mean, does it really matter? But sure. Continue. Alright, let's get ourselves a harpoon. Hope the body's gone. That's going to be so awkward if we walk in and the body's just chilling there with a harpoon still in it. I mean, you would think they would have taken it to the morgue by now. Wait, that's not the cabin. The cabin's down there. Should we probably speak to her just to let her know we're going to take one of her husband's harpoons?
Who could do such a thing? My poor husband.
Alright, well I'm just going to take one of your husband's harpoons. Hope you don't mind. Okay. Can we run? Oh, we can run. I probably worked that out before, but then I forgot. Because I'm just that smart. Okay, yeah, he's gone. Right, oh wait, that's a window. There's a harpoon.
That should do it. Now I am ready for the experiment.
Okay, so we've done that. Tasks. Investigate the murder of Peter Carey. We're doing that. John Elgin seems not to be a usual thief. What is his role and all that? Watson will be glad to help with preparations for a harpoon throwing experiment. Harpoon throwing experiment. Watson at the Whitechapel Butcher's prepared all except the harpoon. I guess we're setting it up at the butcher's then. I mean, I suppose that's easier than bringing the pig home to then do the experiment, so I guess I see your logic there, game. I won't question you ever again.
Well, here we are in the preparation room. I can't say that I like the smell of it much. What do you intend to do?
To indulge myself in a little experiment. The challenge of lancing a pig's carcass with a heavy harpoon.
A little experiment?
Stand aside, Watson. This might be dangerous. I am not well practiced in this exercise. Yet.
Okay.
Holmes, you should aim for the mark in order to perform the most reliable test.
Oh.
The harpoon has struck the body, but with insufficient strength to pierce it straight through.
I have no idea how I've done that. I'm proud of myself. Okay.
This is the best possible result that I could get. Do you see, Watson? Throwing a harpoon and pinning a man to a wall requires either exceptional strength and training or diabolical luck.
If it was luck, then it was a chance in 1,000 that night.
Well, yes. Let us leave now.
All right. But before we go, I suppose I'll have to pay for all these carcasses you've happily mangled.
Very well, but please hurry.
Of course.
Oh man, the sound effects of the flies. Can we look around a little at least? We can make a deduction, or at least we've got an extra clue. Pinned to the wall. Peter Carey's body was impaled to the wall with a harpoon through the chest like a butterfly. Experiments proved that a similar result with a harpoon can only be achieved with extraordinary strength and or hard training. Some of the facts may be interpreted differently. You can always change a picture of I missed what that said. Feat of strength. It requires much greater strength than that of the average man to be able to pierce a man's chest with a harpoon all the way through to the wall. A degree of skill would most likely be necessary. Two men in a cooperation might achieve the same result, or it could be a lucky throw. There's a remote possibility that an unskilled and untrained man could manage to pin Peter Carey to the wall with a harpoon. So I can change whatever I select here. I would say two men in cooperation might achieve the same result. But we're not sure on that just yet. We need to gather more clues. Don't think there's anything here we can really pick up. It's just mainly looking around, so I guess we'll head off. And possibly head to Scotland Yard to question Nelligan a little bit more. It's worth a try. We'll find out if the body's in the morgue yet as well. Although I doubt there's much more we can find out other than the fact that he was impaled. Continue. Just looking around to see if it's different people than there was earlier. Because I think that would have been a cool touch. Alright. Is Lestrade in yet?
Locked.
Okay. Just thought I'd check on him. Why am I running now when I'm not holding it down? That's weird. I don't know why I'm running.
What am I doing here? I've done nothing wrong.
How do I stop running? Everything is urgent. I am Sherlock Holmes. Okay, there we go. No! Now I have to hold down shift to get him to walk. What? I'm confused. Let's just go home. To Baker Street. Or to Woodmansley. To Baker Street. We'll talk to Watson. Find out what's going on. What's our to-do list? John Nelligan seems not to be a usual thief. What is his role and all that? Yeah, how do we find out more about Nelligan if I can't question him? And how do I stop running? I'm like pressing all the buttons I possibly
Good
can.
gracious, you caught someone. At least now you have a suspect.
I guess maybe we chose the wrong thing in the deduction screen. Maybe we should go with it could have been luck. Or there might be more that we can deduce. We'll go with lucky throw. Now, Peter Carey's a non-smoker. Nothing else we can really link here. Because I've tried them before. Hopefully we can speak to Nelligan now. I'm just going to have to accept that I'm running around now because I don't know how to stop it. Like, I don't recall running before until I pressed that button. Please stop it, Sherlock. Like, I'm holding down shift to get him to walk.
What am I doing here?
Alright, okay, okay. Then maybe it's time that I go back to Woodman's Lee to look around. Wait, where am I going? I wanted to look in the morgue, didn't I? What was that? The evidence room. Well, we can check in there again, but I don't think I missed anything. Stop running!
These are the suspect's belongings.
Pocket knife, handkerchief.
These
Evidence
abbreviations
required.
mean something, but
So I'm not fully done with that. And I can't ask him about the abbreviations because, you know, that might be too easy. Have we got a body? No. Alright, back to Woodman's Lee. Maybe Lestrade will be there. What have we got? Search our archives, that's it. Baker Street. I'm home again, Watson. Did you miss me? Well, I'm not home yet. I'm on my way home, Watson. Did you miss me? More importantly, did Toby miss me? I hope he missed me. So we're searching our archives for information about John Nelligan, I think. Or search for Dawson. Alright, a heavy gold ring with the inscription from R. Dawson to my friend and partner. Dawson and Nelligan are bankrupt. The Dawson and Nelligan Investment Fund, a regional banking institution based in Cornwall, has declared bankruptcy as a result of heavy losses in its loan portfolio and has accordingly been assigned for liquidation. This is reported in the Strand. It was the 23rd largest bank in Britain and its bankruptcy was the second largest in record. The liquidation of the company is pure catastrophe for many Cornwall families. Joshua Nelligan, one of the bankers, has since mysteriously disappeared. He was last seen aboard his yacht preparing for departure to Norway. Nelligan is wanted both by the police and his
Here it
creditors.
Now I begin to understand that young man's story, but I am still unclear as to what connects him with the murder. It is time to ask him.
Okay, so we can ask him about that. Is there anything else in my evidence I've not looked at? I pressed the wrong button, but while we're here, I just want to see if there's a way to get him to stop bloody running. Don't think so. Watson, please. Not Watson, Sherlock. I'm like press... Oh, caps lock. Seemed to work. Did I have my caps key on? I don't know. Scotland Yard. I might be wrong about that. I think he maybe just slowed down because he came up to the door. It's adding a lot of drama though. The fact he's running about solving crimes instead of walking peacefully solving crimes. There we go, it was caps lock. Apologies for my running earlier, sir. It was very uncouth of me. Is that the word I'm looking for? Nelligan, let's talk. Dawson and Nelligan.
I have heard the story of Dawson and Nelligan, the West Country bankers.
Yes, Joshua Nelligan was my father.
I am aware that it had a bad ending. When the bank failed, it ruined half the families of Cornwall, whereupon Joshua Nelligan disappeared.
My father was under extraordinary pressure. Dawson had retired. I was only 10 years of age at the time, but it was still old enough to feel the shame that befell our family. My father was convinced that he could pay off all his debts if the creditors gave him time. He set sail for Hammerfest in Norway in his small yacht, just a few days before an arrest warrant was issued. He left my mother a list of the securities he was taking. No word was ever heard from him again. We believe that his vessel went down, taking with it everyone and everything on board.
Thank you for the story, Mr. Nelligan. At last, we are making some progress. Interesting. Joshua Nelligan and Peter Carey were both at sea in Norway. There is definitely some connection between Peter Carey and Joshua Nelligan's disappearance.
Look at that stroking of the chin. Examine the ship's log, so we'll need to go back to Woodman's Lee and investigate the logs. Wonder if that has something to do with those abbreviations. Names and, I don't know, safety deposit boxes? I don't know. Woodman's Lee. Doesn't think there's any further deductions we can make just now. I don't mind waiting to make a deduction. Right, it's the shed we're going to. This way. And we've got the ship logs here.
1883. That's the one I need. This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn.
Peter Carey, Charles Allison, Henry Joy, James Lancaster, Patrick Cairns, Pablo Contrao, Ned Land, Joseph Walker, John York, Richard Lang, Simon Weeks, Isaac Page, Will Wright, Benjamin Tinsley, Matthew Granger, Ralph Talbot, Seth Fowler, Roger Fowler, Thomas Lawrence, Hugh Pattons, Henry Shepherd.
This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn.
Right, turn the page.
For June. Nothing unusual.
Thursday, June 8th. Light breeze through the day. Saw Whaletail alongside at SE. Just at night, 2 more ships in sight. Latitude 7620 and longitude 2045. Wednesday, June 14th. Moderate wind from the east. Saw no whales today. Latitude 7629 and longitude 2573. Monday, June 19th. Light and variable wind through the day. Saw their whaling ship for far away to the north. Latitude 7643 and longitude 2212. Saturday, June 24th. Strong wind from south. We'll go to the north. 1 year ago there were a lot of whales. Latitude 7717, longitude 1992.
Log notes for July. Nothing special.
Friday, July 1st. Light wind from the north to northeast. Is that how you would say that? Saw 2 whales at northeast. Latitude 7636 and longitude 1814. Wednesday, July 6th. Strong wind from the north all day. Squally wind from northeast at night. Latitude 7626 and longitude 1513. Monday, July 18th. Strong breeze from southeast. York gets sick. Saw Whaletail east in company with Alison and Joy. Latitude 7483, longitude 1612. I shall need to take a drink. There we go. Sunday, July 24th. Moderate wind from the east. Saw no whales today. Latitude 7339 and longitude 2209.
Log notes for August. These pages have been torn away.
Curiouser and curiouser. Tuesday, August 2nd. Rather squally wind through the day and night. Latitude 7282 and longitude 2233. Saturday, August 6th. Squally wind from northeast. Helmsman suspects incoming storm. Latitude 7210 and longitude 2386.
Log notes for August. These pages have been torn away. Canadian Pacific Railway, CPR. A torn piece from a bond certificate. I have seen this abbreviation somewhere very recently. There are 3 ways of discovering what happened in August of 1883 aboard the Sea Unicorn. The first 2 of these will require speaking with a dead man. The last would be to locate vital witnesses, the sailors involved in this whale hunt campaign.
Okay. So we've got a list of their names. Find a use. A piece of stock exchange certificate belonged to the CPR. a task for Wiggins. I don't know who Wiggins is. Wiggins might help to find the crew of the Sea Unicorn. It should be somewhere at Baker Street. Okay, the initial CPR on that book. So what I want to do is head... we'll head to Baker Street first and then we'll go to Scotland Yard. We'll find the crew of the Sea Unicorn, yeah. And then we'll head to Scotland Yard and I think compare the evidence. I mean, can we do it in the deduction screen? No, there's no option to do it there yet. Exit. Or escape, whatever.
Something new, Watson. I have the list of sailors who were aboard the Sea Unicorn. We shall soon learn what happened to Nelligan's father. I have only to find them. Let us hope they're still working at the harbour.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard...
I doubt it, Watson. And really, I would prefer that all of this remains quiet for now. But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
And who might they be?
The secret police division of Baker Street.
Ah, you mean young Wiggins and his gang?
Yes. Believe me, you'll receive more useful assistance from these little urchins than from a dozen yard detectives. Those children are everywhere. They see and hear everything, and they are cunning. All they lack is organization. I'll summon them.
How will you do that?
There is always a watch beneath our window. I have only to call him.
Are we just going to look at that woman again? This is really awkward. Why is she always there? She knows we're watching her. I don't like it. Okay, what was that? There's always a watch under our window. That's Watson's room. Maybe our window. Like my window. Okay, well that's not quite it. Task for Wiggins. I mean, it's just, like, I can't move the telescope, can I? Maybe with the WASD keys? No, I can't. I can't move it at all. My god, she's gonna think I fancy her or something. There we go.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, I need you to track down certain people for me. I'll give you a list. You can read, can't you?
Big Oliver from our gang. He can, as his father is the coachman of a famous lawyer.
Fascinating. Here is the list of sailors.
Sailors? Easy. Just got to look where the rum and the red lights are.
Alright.
Sorry to trouble you, Mr. Holmes, but the inspector asks that you come to the station as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'll be there shortly.
Well, that works out well, because that's where I was going to go next anyway. Yeah, open. Scotland Yard. About time we speak to Lestrade. I feel like it's been a while since we've seen him. I missed you, Lestrade. Continue.
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to see you.
As always, what happened?
We have a new suspect, Liam Hurtley. I'm thinking that this case will be resolved very quickly now.
Interesting. Pray tell.
Well, the constable that I left at Woodman's Lee noticed a suspicious individual prowling around during the night.
Do you have him here?
Yes. He refuses to speak with us, but we'll make him talk.
Let us hope so.
Ah, yes, and one more thing. The constable told me that at the time of his arrest, the fellow was writing a letter.
Do you have it?
Of course. It's in the evidence room, at your disposal. Admit that for once, Mr. Holmes, Scotland Yard is a step ahead of you, eh?
Breathtaking.
Don't know if I trust this suspect. Interrogate new suspect, lame heart level. Wait, I wanted to go to the evidence room, not the morgue. Man, you would think I have a weird fascination with the morgue the amount of times I accidentally go there. Okay, I want to look at Nelligan's.
The suspect's belongings.
Okay, I want to look at
I
this.
wonder if these are connected.
CPR.
Now we have the proof that Nelligan's papers were indeed here. It seems that they have vanished, however.
Okay, let's look at Hartley's.
These are the suspect's belongings.
He has got boots, but it's whether they fit in the footprints.
Liam Hurtley's old boots. They're a size 9.5.
Well, we know the 8s were too small.
The stains are fresh. They can be removed with the proper chemicals. A pen. Nothing unusual about it.
Okay, let's see our deductions. Missing papers in the missing tin box, maybe? A stub of bond certificates found in the cabin proves that certificates for the companies listed in Nelligan's notebook had once been there. In the missing tin box, Peter Carey had forbidden anyone from touching it. Stolen valuable papers. Valuable bond certificates were kept inside the stolen tin box. Nelligan's motive. John Nelligan could have been caught stealing the bond certificates. This might have been a motive for him to murder Peter Carey. Solve the case by accusing those who are guilty and seal their fate, but be aware there is always more than one conclusion. Well, I'm not coming to that conclusion yet. I feel like there might be more to this. So what I want to do is go back to Woodman's Lee and compare the boots of this new suspect. But I'll leave that until next time. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you're all having an amazing day, and I love you all. Bye!